This is going to be the fastest and easiest tutorial you can watch in order to update your Nvidia drivers. Now keep in mind, this is very important to do on your PC. I think a new driver comes out probably about once every 2 weeks. Now, I could be wrong about this part though. I believe all of the GTX cards are unsupported and are no longer receiving driver updates. So, if you're still on like a 1080 or before, I would recommend upgrading soon. But in the meantime, I mean, you'll be fine. But obviously, this tutorial isn't for you. However, if you have any Nvidia RTX card, you're going to want to update the drivers, okay? It keeps things running smooth, keeps your card healthy, and it's just overall better. Anyways, straight to the point, how to do it. So, obviously, my computer actually came with the Nvidia app default, but if you don't have it, I will leave a link in the description, and there will also be a link in my Discord server to download the Nvidia app. Once downloaded, just go ahead, click on it. It should open up just like this. Now, what's good about this app compared to the old GeForce app is you had to sign into the other one. This one, you can see, I'm not even signed in, and it works. So that's sweet. Now that you're in the app, come over to the left side here. You're going to see drivers. Click on drivers, and you'll see update available. Over here, game ready driver. You don't want to be looking for studio drivers unless you're like an editor or something. But most people are gamers, so make sure you have game ready driver selected and just go ahead and click the check for driver updates. Normally, the newest available driver will already be at the top of the page, so that works out perfectly. Once here, just go ahead and click download and then wait for it to download quickly. I know I could have edited this part out, I'm sorry, I'm just lazy. If you guys have any questions about anything PC related, by the way, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I can help with pretty much anything. Alright, it's finishing up. Preparing package. There we go. Now that it's downloaded, you're going to have an option to install. Just go ahead and click on that. Now, I don't think you guys can see this screen, but it's going to say user account control. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Nvidia install application. Verified publisher, Nvidia Corporation, file origin, hard drive on this computer. You're just going to want to go ahead and click the gray yes. Once you've clicked that, this screen will pop up and it's going to ask you if you want to do a custom installation or an express installation. In the past, I would have said, look into learning a custom installation, but Nvidia has done a pretty good job of optimizing their default installations recently, so I'd recommend for like 99% of people, just click on express installation and then click continue. And now it'll start to install the graphics driver. Once again, I could have edited this out, but I didn't, and I'm sorry. You can just fast forward.
Speedy Adapt said, "Hi Brock. Speedy Adapt.
One thing I can talk about while this is happening, actually.
You gonna play Fort?
You recently got a new computer, say for example, and part of figuring out how to update your drivers is you want it to be optimized for best performance. Obviously, you want to get the most out of your new computer. I actually do have an optimization video on my channel, so feel free to go check that out. It has pretty much every single optimization available. Now, I'm on Windows 10, so the settings looks a little bit different, but all the actual things that I change should be also on Windows 11. They're just a little bit harder to find, but I am making an updated tutorial soon for Windows 11, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in optimization. Personally, I would highly recommend it just because the default Windows installation is not it, dude. I'd say I'd get like 144 FPS on default, but then after optimizing, I can get 200 or more. Alright, there we go. My whole OBS and everything just completely glitched out because once it's done actually installing the graphics driver, it basically just resets your graphics card really quickly, so your monitor should have like flickered on or flickered off and then back on. Now, this doesn't happen all of the time, but usually with like bigger updates, they do actually have you restart your PC to finish installing the graphics driver. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go, guys. My PC finished restarting successfully. And now if you come back to the Nvidia app, you should have the newest graphics driver successfully downloaded. Everything's good to go. If you come here and you see it says reinstall, that's when you know you're good to go. And depending on when the most recent one you've installed has come out, you're just going to want to wait, like, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks for the next one. This one actually is insane, because as you can see, it said October 14th, and then the next one is December 4th. So, you know, that's 3 weeks, so I guess that is pretty normal. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.